Hello, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. How is everyone doing? It's the 6th of August, and we are getting closer day by day to a very important time of the year. If you are into these conversations, if you are into spirituality, symbolism, messages, connection to higher realms, and so on, you will find this conversation very, very interesting. There are two reasons we are here today. The first is the Lion's Gate that is approaching the 8th. We have the 8th day of the 8th month. The year is 2024, which is another number 8. Powerful times. And we can feel those in different ways, all of us. Here where I'm based in England, there is a lot of things happening. We had recent events happening in Paris and so on and so on. So there is a lot of energies around. There is always a lot of energies around, but this feels particularly important. And we are in a Leo season. We are approaching a Virgo season. You will see from the cards on the table, from the messages, there is a lot of these two very different energies in play. So I'll be also talking the energies of the new moon that is coming on the 19th of August, and it will be the new moon in sign of Aquarius. We have 4 major arcanas on the table. You can see 3 at the moment, but I'll be talking about the last one that is right here. I do know the card and I do know the message. I put it covered on purpose. I'm going to leave it for the end of the conversation. But it's very interesting that we have 2 cards that are repeating twice, and they're both major arcana, big energies, big influences. We have quite few planets that are going retrograde at the moment. Mercury is retrograde in Virgo, which is very interesting energy. Mercury feels comfortable in Virgo. It rules Virgo as well. It is the sign of the planet of communication, and Virgo is the sign of communication service as well. But with those retrograde energies, we are asked to slow down, to take a moment and reflect on recent events, past events, how we changed and how we developed in a way as well through those. Also, the energy of Leo is very much about the heart chakra, about expressing, about showing up, about creativity. It's very fiery. So we have that pull and push between earth and fire. We recently had that new moon a couple of days ago, which was also in the sign of Leo. And what that energy asked us, and I talked about this in my previous video, was to find the new ways, to find the new approaches, even in your mind, right? In doing what you're doing and being more true to yourself and be more authentic, because this is what is going to set the tone for the next lunar cycle, actually this phase of this couple of weeks that are leading us to the full moon. And having the next full moon in the sign of Aquarius, you will see how those things are going to develop and how important it is to be authentic, to be true to yourself, and to listen to your inner voice. So the first card I got when I shuffled the cards, pre-shuffled the cards as I prefer to do, is the card of Hermit, the card of Virgo. Feeling good in a solitude without feeling lonely. When there is a lot of things happening globally, we are pulled into those energies, and it's very easy to get triggered. With the information going super fast, social media, all the news, all that stuff, you can easily be pulled to one side or the other. With Leo energy, we do need to sort of stand up for our beliefs and also stand up for yourself in a way as well. but it's super important to do that from the place of calmness and clarity. By allowing some time and space for yourself to tune in with your inner voice, with your intuition, with your inner light, you're more true to yourself and you're more authentic. And it's healthier because you're connected to the light. The hermit is surrounded by darkness, but he's searching for that little star, and that star is what is going to come up with the Aquarius full moon. As you know, as some of you know, the star card is the card of Aquarius, hopes, wishes, and dreams, and how we authentically show up in this world. The next card I got, I'll probably go in order now, and then I'm going to connect messages with the strength of the messages at some point. We have the Queen of Rods, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Fire. This is the energy of Leo. This is the energy of creation, expression, creativity, doing things from that place of calmness. The Queen has the knowledge and experience. She's connected to her nurturing, feminine, mothering side. But she also knows how to direct her energy. She knows how to use it in the best possible way for herself and for others. The next card we have, and we have two of those on the table, is the Sun card. This is the pure Leo energy. I have the Sun card from our deck as well, Marilyn Tarot by Anna, my sister who did the deck for me. Actually, this deck, I'm surprised, I ran out of cards. Basically, I sold all my decks. I have one left. Like this last market I did, Brick Lane, it was pretty quiet, I have to say. It's a holiday season. There are not many people around. But for some reason, the energy of the deck was so attracting. I had two ladies and one gentleman, like 3 people that just came to the table, and they were like looking at the cards, and they were like, yes, I want this. Where usually you do spend some time explaining the cards in the process of creating the cards and so on, but somehow it spoke to them like very clear, and I'm so pleased. But now I'm looking for a new publisher because I have to print new decks before I go back to the markets and festivals once I'm back from my holiday, and I'm going to talk about it at the end of the video. So the Sun energy is very, very strong as we speak. It is the fire, it is the expression. That fire can be used in a very different ways. The extreme of the Sun leads to burnout. We can see that burnout in different ways in our reality and daily life and so on. It's interesting how these two cards have the same meaning, but the illustration is very different, and each is very, very authentic. We have that divine feminine energy. We have that feminine figure facing the sun, facing the light and going towards it. And then we have that masculine figure on the other side, funnily enough, holding the violin, which just came to me, and I can't not mention the last achievement of our tennis player, Novak Djokovic. I'm very proud of that. I'm Serbian. I live in London. I'm strongly connected to both cultures. And I very much care what's happening here, and I very much care what's happening in my country as well, my home country. This is my home country too. And you could have many homes. I have to admit, once I started doing tarot more serious, wherever I go, I do feel like at home, and I do go to the places that feel that way as well, and to people. Once you're more and more in tune with your energies, once you're more and more aware of your hermit, you know exactly where you want to be and who you want to surround yourself with, and stuff, things, people, situations that you're done with. Because, we are on the journey. We are all on the journey, spiritual journey. And there is another card that talks about it as well that I will bring in the moment. So we have the combination of both of these two, feminine and masculine. We are talking about the energy of the sun, the source of light, the source of life. Everything starts from there, and how we connect to that energy. How do we work through darkness? We do have those shadows showing up quite a lot, especially in England currently. For those of you who are following the news and stuff, there are plenty of riots happening around for a specific reason. I'm not going to go into it now, but it's sort of, in a way, sad, definitely sad to see that things are happening. But every single destruction, every single challenging situations are forcing us to connect to that light. It's really inspiring us to connect to that light. Probably the other thing that I want to talk about is that energy of number 8 in general. We have the 8 of Cups on the table. What does Lion's Gate mean? And I'm talking about it. So this is that moment. It starts from like 27th of July, and its peak is around mid-August. So the peak of the energy is on the 8th of August, 808. And what's happening then, we are closest to that getaway and being connected to that divine energy, your highest self, the best version of yourself. There is a little portal that you go through spiritually, mentally, in any possible way, to leave behind anything that feels blocking and connect even more to your actual path, to your authentic journey. Especially for those that are connected to number 8. For me personally, this is my life path number, which is very much about me being on the right path when it comes to my career, my service, my expression to work. And I can't tell you how much I feel that energy, considering that it took me quite a few decades to be where I'm now. And it all makes perfect sense. Like, I probably wouldn't change anything. But it's also like the lessons that we have to learn and the experiences we have to go through to be where we are now, and obviously to make those decisions and create the path in front of us that is right for us. The energy of the 8 of Cups is appreciating everything that is there, appreciating that journey I was talking about, but also knowing that there is more, going through that portal, going through that gate. I don't know, you can't see here now, but I do have 2 candles on the table. They're creating sort of a portal and a getaway. And reaching for that 9th cup. 9th cup is the card, 9 of Cups is the card that comes after the 8. And it talks about that wish fulfillment, really feeling good about yourself and how far you came in your achievements, and having the next vision. There is the 3 of Cups here as well, right next to the 8. We have 11 portal here too, with 8 and 3, 8 and 3 being together. So 11, and another symbolism of the gate and portal, and walking through that portal. With the 3 of Cups energy, we have the card of celebration. We have the card of achievements. We have that moment when you're surrounding yourself with people that are supportive and appreciating you. And you're appreciating them, and you're raising that vibration, getting together with family, with friends, with people that feel like home. It's one of the most positive cards you can get in tarot, and it's one of the most beautiful energies that we can surround ourselves with. And there are definitely reasons to be jolly, to be proud, to be happy. There's definitely reasons to celebrate as well. I'll be connected, well, on the 8th of August, which is on Thursday, I'll be on a plane flying to the lake and reuniting with my family. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I didn't really pay attention to the actual date when I was buying that ticket, but there you go. I'm very happy to be up in the air. It's gonna be like literally like going through the portal, because I love that feeling being on the plane, you know, when you're in between, like leaving behind your usual setup and you're going towards some new environment and energies, even though I've been there many times, but it's always good to change and it's always good to be back. So yeah, I feel this energy of getting together, a celebration and joyous time, big time. So you can see how this works for you, and where is it that you can expand more. You know, when I talk about the journeys, it could be obviously that physical journey, In this case, it is physical for me, but it's also spiritual. It's also emotional. The very different ways of understanding that word. And this is why I love tarot as well, playing with words, finding deeper meaning, trying to connect the dots and read between lines and so on and so on. There are two energies on the table that are quite new. We have the Page of Cups and we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Cups is the card of manifestation, message coming in. What is it that you would like to bring more of into your life, connecting to your heart and soul? And the Page of Swords is that idea coming in and that little spark. Those two energies are probably more connected to what was happening for you during that new moon that we have in the sign of Leo, and how those energies are developing now. But it's also by withdrawing, and I was talking about that hermit energy, by withdrawing from the outside noise. This is where you allow more of this to come in from within, or from your universe, from your guides, from your angels, from your gods. And really like working with those energies. That falcon that he's holding here is definitely representing that vision of what next and how I can explore those ideas and how I can change approach to certain things in order for them to work in a better sense for you as well. The last card I'm going to be talking about, and that's the one I got from the Osho's tarot deck. I did feel like I needed a little bit of wisdom, additional wisdom, with those times that we are within right now. So we have the card of aloneness. This is the actual hermit card right here. Aloneness and loneliness are two very different things. Loneliness is when you're missing certain people, energies. Aloneness is when you connect to yourself. Aloneness is a good place to be. It's an important place to be. It's important to have that healthy relationship with yourself and have that healthy connection there as well. We have that light showing up at the back as well and continuing the journey. Both of these cards are looking towards the past in a way, but it's also like analyzing what was happening, what all of these previous experiences did for me. How did I become the person I'm now, and how do I want to go forward from that place as well? And we have 2 9s here as well. We are talking about 8 at portal, but what we are approaching as well, it's the 9th month of the year, Virgo and Libra energy, big time, and it's about what we are bringing to that next step, next level again, approaching my favorite time of the year, Samhain, and a little bit darker when it comes to the light time of the year, which is more about going within and so on and so on. So we are sort of like reaching that fiery energy with the Leo season, and then we're going to go like a little bit more grounded, even though, as I said, we have those retrograde planets, so we do work a lot with how can I bring up those creative energies in the best possible way and move forward, right? So taking time to listen to your inner voice and to your gut feeling, intuition is very sort of beneficial, not important. It's beneficial always, but it's really like knowing when the time is right. And, sometimes it can be very challenging to do so. All right, so we reached almost 19 minutes of this video. I didn't even think I'm going to do one because I have quite a few things to do and packing tomorrow and flying as well. So I'll be away for like almost 2 weeks. I probably won't have time to make another video. So this is why we'll have this like whole conversation about the 8/8 portal and the full moon in the sign of Aquarius, which is going to be amazing. I love Aquarian energy. It's very similar to Virgo energy, and I always like to I didn't realize that before, but when I was like working more with these tools, being tarot and astrology, I can see a lot of similarity there. So I'm wishing you a great August and a happy full moon. And I will be talking you with my solar return and my actual rebirth in a way as well, because we'll be turning 44 in September, and I'm really looking forward to it. I feel a strong energy with number 4 together. So we'll be talking about that as well, probably in the next video. Sending love to all, and stay wherever you are. Stay safe wherever you are. Here we go. Mercury retrograde. Love you all. Bye for now.